Welcome back. Between work, personal life, maybe sometimes even school, most of us have a lot of demands on our time and attention. And being emotionally present for all of that, well, it can be a struggle. So that is our focus this Wellness Wednesday with Mary Jo Horton. All right, so I want to talk about balancing, emotional presence and work and personal life. That's a thing that can be done, right?
It absolutely
It can be done.
And the more you
Okay.
practice
Yeah.
it, the easier it is.
It is. Okay, so what is being emotionally present?
That means that when you are here in this space, you are not worrying about the future, you're not regretting the past, you're not doing your to-do list, you're nowhere else but here. And that you're fully engaged into whatever activity you are in at the moment.
And so you say that can be done in a healthy way, both with work and personal life.
Absolutely, because
Yeah.
the thing about it is that if you're always mentally somewhere else, you're actually never enjoying anything that you're doing.
Yeah.
And you're not bringing a healthy connection to those around you because they can feel when you're actually emotionally somewhere else.
I think a lot of people struggle with that. I think a lot of parents struggle with that. Caregivers in general struggle with that.
Absolutely.
And work. Yeah.
People think they can multitask.
Yes.
And the brain actually
That's a
doesn't do
myth,
that.
isn't
That
it?
is a myth
Yeah.
because what happens is that you're doing lots of things minimally rather than one thing wholly.
All right, so you say our physical health often displays our emotional state. What
Yes.
do you mean by that?
Our body is constantly communicating with us. Our fatigue, our inability to sleep, our appetite being all over the place, headaches, grinding the teeth, tinnitus. These are all symptoms and signs that emotionally we may not be doing that well.
And I have a feeling if you're not paying attention to those signs, they get worse.
Oh, 100%. Your body is going to win. If
Yeah.
you ignore those symptoms, your body will increase the symptoms until it lets you know you're going to deal with me now.
Okay, let's talk about some strategies and tools to be emotionally present. You gave us some things to look at. So we evidence our values with our
Yes.
behavior to include our time.
So
What do you
this
mean?
is always what I go back to. What do you value?
Yeah.
If you value being present at home, then you evidence your values with your behavior. If you value being on time, you evidence with your behavior that you're on time. We evidence what we believe to be important through our behavior.
You're showing that I
Yes.
care about this, I'm
Right.
fully into this.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
If we don't do it with our behavior, then we're just telling ourselves that and we're actually not evidencing it.
So be conscious about doing that. Okay. And then you say our boundaries are ours to maintain. That's
So-
hard, Mary Jo.
Well, here's the thing. I
Okay.
like to hold people accountable to the word in this sense. Other people are not responsible for your boundaries. No one's breaking your boundaries. You're breaking your boundaries by allowing behavior. So if I say, I'm not going to answer the phone after X amount of time, if I answer the phone, it's not the person who called me did wrong. I have broken my boundary.
So don't be mad at your boss for calling you at
No.
10:30 at night. Be
No.
mad that you picked up the phone.
Because you've communicated with your behavior that you're going to tolerate that.
Okay. All right. And then using grounding tools
Yes.
and reframing thinking helps us stay present.
The best way for us to be emotionally present is
Yeah.
to be back in our body.
Okay.
Do we know how our heart rate is?
Yeah.
Do we know how we have aches and pains? Are we back in our body? Are we physically here? Because the more we can get physically here, it prevents our brain from being somewhere else.
So that's what you're talking about with grounding tools. That's a grounding tool.
It's a
being
grounding
back in your
tool. I
body.
often ask people when they're distressed
Yeah.
to see if they can feel their heartbeat for 30 seconds. When you're doing that, you can't possibly be anywhere else but here.
Ooh, I like that. Because I've heard that to focus on your breath, but I like that. Focus on your
Focus on your
heartbeat.
heart rate, right?
Yeah.
Because you're physically touching yourself, you're tuned into your body, and naturally all of your mental energies will get back to here. And now I'm back in the moment.
Okay, and so we have about 30 seconds. I'm going to throw this question
Sure.
at you. I hope you can answer it in that amount of time. What is the difference between what we've talked about today and compartmentalizing?
So I think about compartmentalizing as keeping tension in other areas. If I'm really worried about home, but I've shut it out, as soon as I get back home, it's going to blow up. If you're emotionally present in all areas of your life, then you're moving through them and you're not holding on to it.
Okay.
When people compartmentalize, sometimes what they don't realize is they're still carrying the stress of what they're just not dealing with in the moment.
They just blocked it for
Yeah.
temporarily. So should we not be compartmentalizing?
I think that there's some danger in that. I think if you fully have an experience,
Yeah.
you move to the next experience, you're not holding on to baggage that may blow up on you later.
Ooh, that's good. Okay. Mary Jo, as always, thank you so much. You can catch any of our Wellness Wednesday segments at WSAV.com/Wellness Wednesday.